This video will teach you how to add a new piece of yarn. So in this example, I've woven this section, but I ran out of yarn here. I'd like to continue with the same color, but I just needed more yarn. I also could use this as an opportunity to change color. So to do this, you want to bring your weaving back out a little bit so that you're not doing this technique on the edge. The edges are not a good place to change color. So what I'm going to do is just trim it a little bit. So now you can see that my end is right here. And then I'm going to count back about 4 or 5 warp threads from that end. So you can see that in there. I'm going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so threads. And I've got my new piece of yarn already threaded on my needle. What I'm going to do is continue in the same pattern as I was going with before. So see how when you're overlapping right here, your unders are going to stay under, your over is going to stay over. And then you're going to keep up that same pattern to the end. You're going to pull this through. And what you want to have is, like I said, about 4 or 5 strings, warp threads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where there's actually a double strand of yarn. So this was my old one, and here's my new one. Okay. Then you're just going to push it up there. I'm going to pretend that I wove around the other side just to save time when I, weave on that side, and then when I'm over here on this side, I'm going to pick up the same pattern that we know from before, and it's going to alternate just like it always does. So you can see that my over is now an under, my under is now an over. I'm going to pull this through. And then you can see where the overlap was. All you do is just kind of push it up in there and it virtually disappears. Now I say virtually because there might be a little end like that sticking there. But after your weaving is taken off the loom, then you can go through and push that in to the inside. If it really bugs you, you can do that now by just kind of pressing it down with your needle, but it's much easier to do it after it's taken off the loom. So I'm just going to wait on that too. So if you've got a little end like that, don't worry about it. You can cut it off later, but you just need that little bit of an overlap in there and then push it right back in and keep going. That's all there is to it.